about that. Talked to Coach Harbaugh about that. Coach will make the final decision on that. But Jabril can play any position in the field. I couldn't play the offensive line or tight end, but he's very explosive. He's probably one of the most dynamic, explosive players I've ever been around. He's in the league with the Frank Gores, and the Michael Crabtrees of the world, the Vernon Davises. He's a very, very talented football player.
And even if he isn't getting the ball and you're not getting wear and tear, just having him line up grabs too.
Absolutely. That's part of game planning and building an illusion and things. So, but he's a guy that you'd like to be on your side, and as we progress through this training camp, we'll see where he fits.
No matter who the quarterback is, do you know exactly what this offense is going to look like? I know there's slight variations, but they seem to be similarly styled. Do you know what your offense is going to look like?
That's the next 3 weeks. We'll figure that out. We say that we're multidimensional, and we'll do what it takes to win a game. That's what we want to do. If we have to throw it, we'll throw it. If we have to run it, we'll run it. If we'll mix it, we'll have to mix it. Ultimately, we are a two-back physical football team downhill, but we're multidimensional. That means we could get in some empty. We could get into, a full house backfield, whatever, to be able to do that. So, and all of them bring a different style. They're all capable of doing it. They're all very confident. We'll just see who leads us the best and makes decisions and what's best for us.
You have experience almost everywhere else on the offense. How much does that help whoever is the quarterback?
I think it all helps. And they've been there, they've done it, and just with the two receivers coming back, how explosive they are, the tight ends, Jake Butt, the running back core. It all helps, and they all feed off one another. So it helps in getting ready.
You have 4/5 of your offensive line back.
Yeah.
One new guy, but where do you look for improvement on the line?
I think that we got to be more of a consistent, running the ball. I think that we'll be able to do that this year. And I think they've all made great strides in the weight room with their strength, and they have a better understanding of what we want. Better pass protect. Everything's got to improve. We got to take it one more step to be better. We demand that from ourselves, and we'll be excited to do that.
You talk about Mason Cole. Obviously, he goes to being a first-year center. He's already on the plus he's never played a game.
He's a very talented football player, and like I mentioned earlier, great football awareness, a student of the game, can really fix problems. And like I mentioned earlier, he's a dynamic football player that will have a career someday here in the National Football League, and I really think that it's helping him move inside. It's helped his stock, his versatility, but helps us be a better team.
Is it important
for a while? Does he ever surprise you, whether it's the signing of the stars, the camps, the tweets, the things he does?
He doesn't surprise me because I've been around him long enough, but he's always a thinker, and he's always changing things, and very creative human being, and can really stay with a task for a long time. Very unique, very special.
That personality and the things he does, how does that help the team?
The one thing about Jim is every day he's demanding the best as you, as a coach, as a father. He demands that from his players, that, we don't become complacent. We got to be better today than we were yesterday. And it's the competitive edge of working to be the best, and he just has tremendous leadership skill about him.
Is it important that the offense know who the quarterback's going to be sooner rather than later, maybe halfway through camp?
You can't put a timetable on that. You want to make the right decision. You don't want to make the wrong decision and then look back and say, hey, we didn't make the right decision. So we're going to take our time with it, and Jim and I will discuss that and figure out what the best fit is for it, and we'll come to that when we need to.
And you've got new fullbacks. Does it break down? Like, do you have a best pass catcher? Do you have a best blocker so far?
Both of them bring different things to the table. It's Khalid Hill. He's very explosive, great initial quickness, great first step. But he is versatile. You can kind of line him up in the slot and do some things with them. So, and Henry Posey's done a nice job transition from the D line to us. He's been with us for a year. So they all bring something different, which is unique and neat for us to be able to line them up in different areas to help us.
We got over here a little bit late,
Yeah.
but you talk about
Horn and Spade, what you need to see from them?
Yeah, both of them need to come out and be consistent every day, make a play where there's no play to be made, lead us, understand where to go with the ball, understand us to get us in the right play, and both of them are very capable. I'm excited to see them moving forward, really am.
Anybody ahead of each other, or is it pretty even?
Pretty even right now, that's what we got training at. That's what we're excited about tomorrow, to kind of roll the balls out and see where it all lands.